terrible.
It's not that bad.
Oh.
Leo, why don't you say something controversial into the camera?
All right. Something controversial into the camera?
I said I hate surfers. I basically said I strongly dislike those three creators.
Let me think about this because I don't... All right, something controversial into the camera.
Yeah, sure.
The Boston Red Sox should fucking be stripped of their 2000 whatever title. It was 2018, maybe, whatever. The last fucking year those bastards won, they should be stripped. They cheated, and they can go fuck themselves.
I thought that was the Astros that cheated.
The Boston Red Sox did it also.
You're really worried about other teams winning the World Series when you're a Yankees fan?
Yeah, well, I know they have 27, dude, but let me tell you, they should have had 28 because they lost to the Red Sox and they lost to the Astros, and they should have won. And what I don't like is now guys are talking shit to me in the comments because I'm always defending the Yankees, and they're saying things like, who didn't win in the last decade? And the fucking Yankees didn't win. That's bullshit, Danny. Sorry, man. I think that's the most controversial thing I can think of.
I, as you know, don't like bandwagon fandom.
I'm not a bandwagon fan.
Not saying you're
a very good reason.
But if you even are born into being a fan of the Yankees, it's one thing if you're born into being a Patriots fan, you're born into being a Golden State Warriors fan. But the thing I don't like about baseball is there's no salary cap, right?
No.
So it's not even fair.
Well, there is a luxury tax. There's a luxury tax now. So if you go over a certain amount, you have to pay a luxury tax. And the Yankees have actually not even been in the top 5 of payrolls in the last couple of years. Yes, look,
that's why they started sucking.
Well, I don't know about that. They still haven't had. They barely have a losing record. I mean, they haven't had a losing record in a season ever, basically. Well, not ever, but they haven't in a long time. But they are. It's not that it's not fair. Everybody, MLB has. It's called, they share revenue. It's revenue sharing. So even like the Marlins, the worst team that only gets 5,000 people in their stands, their owners are getting filthy rich, and they can afford a $30 million a year guy. They can afford multiple of those because they share revenue throughout. They have one of the best business models.
I just watched the movie Moneyball. I saw the Oakland A's are making.
I was in that.
Or have.
I did stunts in that.
You weren't actually on screen, and you've admitted that to me.
You know what? Some people say they do see me in the background at the beginning, but you know what? I got to check.
You would know better than anybody.
I got to check.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
I also met Brad Pitt, and I met Jonah Hill, and it was great.
You watched that film with a magnifying glass held up to the screen.
It was my first gig ever. Yeah, so I watched it.
I'm saying, I
had my cock out. I was ready to jerk off to myself.
I'm surprised you ever worked in Hollywood again after that.
Well, it was, it's tough nowadays. I don't know how I'm going to get another gig, but you know what? I've been auditioning. I've been auditioning. Actually, no, what am I talking about? Black Jesus, dude. It was solid.
$30 million Oakland A's versus $130 million Yankees.
Yeah, they lost.
Who lost?
The Oakland A's. In the playoffs.
You think if they had an extra $100 million, it might have helped?
Nope. I'll tell you why. The Yankees use the same formula. If you walk a lot, the less outs you make, like in the book Moneyball. You read Moneyball, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the less outs you make, the better chance you have of winning a game, right? It only works long term. Short series doesn't work. So that's why they weren't very successful in the playoffs.
The Oakland A's?
Yeah, the Oakland A's. And they lost to the Yankees. And they lost to the Yankees very, many times. They even lost recently to the Yankees in the one-game playoff. But I will say this. They're an impressive team, and they did it with they changed baseball forever. Because now guys that are unathletic, that have great eyes, like Kevin Youkilis, have jobs. Great eyes as in they can walk. They know what pitch to swing at. You should get into baseball. You know why? Because it's a heady sport, and you'd like it. It might make you a better person too.
Baseball is for inbred cousin fuckers who can't play a game without a wadded shoe in their lip.
You son of a bitch.
Baseball sucks.
Why would you say that to my beloved sport, man?
This is how baseball developed. Guys were in a Klan meeting. The Klan meeting adjourned, and they went out into the woods and played stickball in a clearing. That's how. In 1864. Probably before that. 1842.
Is that a fact?
Basically.
Wow.
If you look at fucking early baseball photos, if just the pinstripe uniform came up a little bit higher, it would be a Klan uniform. Indistinguishable. All the guys' names are like Woody Chipperson.
I'll give you a reason to celebrate the Yankees, buddy. I'll give you a reason to maybe be a follower now of the Yankees.
What?
They were the last team to allow a black man to be on their team.
So they're the most racist baseball team.
They are the most racist baseball team, yes.
Well, I hope you're proud of supporting them.
Hey, wait a second.
I went to UCLA.
How would you turn this around?
Jackie Robinson, baby. I'm a supporter of the color barrier being shattered.
You know, there was a Babe Ruth of the Negro Leagues. I don't know his name. I forgot his name, but he was way better than Jackie Robinson. You know why they chose Jackie? Because they thought that he could take it, and he was one of the most educated black men at the time. That was a decent baseball player, but he wasn't the best. But they thought that he could handle the abuse. And he could, and he did, and he changed baseball.
You want an educated guy to handle the abuse? I'd want the stupidest guy I could find to put out there on the field.
Why? Because then he'd get upset. I've been getting, my temper's been raging recently.
Just give him a talk. Just be like, hey man, they're gonna yell this word at you that starts with an N, rhymes with trigger. It means they like you. And then just push him out on the field. Let him go play.
Oh,
and then if he believes that his heart,
worked.
you're like, oh, thank you, man. Just waving his people.
I could see you being
burn crosses in the stands at him.
I could see you being an owner of a ball club.
Why?
Back then, especially. Very much like a slave owner, you know?
I'm the guy fighting for fucking African-American rights in baseball right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So who would you have been in the Jackie Robinson movie? Who would you have been?
I haven't seen that film, but I imagine I probably would have been cast as Jackie. Based on pure athletic ability.
I'll tell you who you'd have been. You would have been the one ball player that decided he was just going to fucking let him have it and call him the N-word 50 times. And you know what Jackie did? He looked him in the eyes, never budged, never got angry, and then hit a home run to win the game.
You know what's wrong with what you just said?
What's wrong with what I just said?
You and I both know damn well, and Austin knows too, that I would have called him the N-word 60 times. Was that a good setup? Did I really both in? Thank you.
Oh, that was good. That was very good.